welcome back. We're back in Timberborn, and today I think we're going to be wrapping up our colony here. We've got a nice corner cleared out, and I think we're going to build a nice reservoir here to hopefully hold enough water to keep this massive ring full, or at least partially full, for most of the longer droughts. However, there was a small update, and I had to point out we lost our frog statue. That particular mod has not been updated. I think they changed the name on a couple of things, and that affected it. So we'll let the devs deal with the wrath of the frog gods, but that wasn't our fault. But other changes had to do a little bit with how, once again, irrigation is taken care of. There was a couple of other ones in there, but it was just an unusual time for yet another update. But today, we're going to start building here. And what I want to do here is see if we can get that large reservoir in. So, we're going to build it mostly with dirt. Oh, that was another thing. You'll notice a little building is missing right here. And that's because the terraforming got moved to the builders' huts, and they've gotten rid of the terraforming station. So now you can, as long as you have dirt, you can just build your dirt blocks whenever you want. And that is what we want. So we're going to start here. Let's start with our dirt blocks. And we are going to start, let's say, how about right here? That looks like a good place to me. In fact, we can use part of the edge here if we want and go around. In fact, we'll come all the way down to about... Well, we'll have to figure out distances, because what I want to do is let's take our pipes here, and we're going to take the 5. Let's see. Do we have a high power version of this? Let's see. Well, we could definitely go underground for a high power. Do we have the high power here? Let's see. No, I was kind of hoping to use these pipes, but I don't see a high powered version for some reason. So we're just going to go oddly underground here. We're going to have to take it that pipe goes nearly straight down into the ground and then back up over here. And we're going to do a second one here. There we go. And hope that that's enough. Now, in between, we're going to use some powered levees here just to connect them all in. I don't really need both rows, but, you know, I'm going to do it anyway. And then over here, we're going to use regular ones. In fact, let's see if we can find one that will fit just right in between there. There we go. That looks good to me. We're going to come in and put some dirt there. And we'll come down. Well, we have to figure out a way to get up to the height that we want. Let's say we want... Let's figure out the height we want first. That would be the best plan, I think. And we'll just come up this way. Are we above that yet? Yeah, I'd like a little higher up. How about this high right here? That's a little bit higher. And with the extra area, that should work out just fine. Now, to get up that high, we are going to have to put in a couple rows of our... Where is it at? There's our water. We're going to have to put in a couple of fluid pumps. I wish there was a way to tell the pipes, hey, just keep filling no matter what. But unfortunately, that's not an option. We are going to have to basically get them to lift the water up instead of filling from the bottom. Not a big deal. We can handle that. Oh, over here, there is something I want to do. We're going to go ahead, put in another one of the blocks here while we can. And then we're going to use something we haven't used so far. but always enjoy using. We're going to use a tunnel here. Well, I guess we had a tunnel through the dam, but we don't have a tunnel through this yet. So let's go. Well, are we going to have to wait until it's actually in there? Kind of looks like it. So we'll check back on that. But let's see if we can build upwards. I want to build upwards two fluid pumps. Now, the folktales have only 4 high fluid pumps. So we're going to have to go. Let's put in, there's our terrain blocks. We're going to go here. And we're going to go up 4. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4. And then as a reference, we'll put the fluid pumps right on top. Yep. There's 2. And if that doesn't keep up, we'll find a way to add a third one. But hopefully there's enough there to keep up. So let's put in more of these. We're going to need those around the sides anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. There we go. Those are in, and then we need the next area to come in, which we'll just do like this. Get rid of those. There we go. And then we're going to have to put in the containing area here. There we go. And now we can go up 4 from here. So I believe that'll be 2, 3, 4. Let's double check that while we're here. No, that's a centrifuge. While interesting, not necessarily what we want. So we're going to have it set up something like this. And that will probably be as tall as we really need it to get. So let's go around the edges and get this in here. We're going to make this the side of... Oh, you know what? Let's turn those. So they'll be able to build that way out. Let's go this way. There we go. Now we've got it. Now we just need to make it match the height. And that should do it. We're good there. Now we just continue around the edge here. There we go. And we'll put these in. Get all of this connected as well. Well, we'll try and match that height. There we go. And this is quite a ways off from being able to store water, but we will get there eventually. Let's see if we can finish these out. We'll probably have to put scaffolding in for all of this. So that's really as high as we're going to get it. Let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to need... Am I going to need something else here? Maybe. We might put a valve in there. But we'll come back to that. We'll figure that out in the future, how we're going to do that. Let's get rid of all of those. There we go. And now we want to come around the edge to finish out all of the sides of the reservoir, because it'll just fall off the back of the map if we don't do this. Let's get that in there. All of these. And then the final plan, once we've got all of that in there, well, probably not adding that in there, is we will dig down in here and make it go all the way to the bottom of the map. And then they can pump the water up and out if we need to, or we will simply have them come over and put the water in there. We'll figure that all out as we get it built here. So we'll get the last of this in. There's that. All of these across. There we go. And they'll have quite the building project to get in here. There we go. That should do it for now. We'll figure out some of the details in a bit. Let's go ahead and get our tunnel in here. That's what we need. There's a tunnel. Get Get rid of all of these. There we go. The one tunnel there. Yep, 800 science points. Nothing to worry about there. There we go. Hopefully that holds quite a bit of water for us. And we'll let them work on that for just a bit. Oh, I got to take this out before I forget. And we've got a couple of other things to do on the map before we call it a day there as well. One of the mods that currently is still working is the Ferris Wheel. So far, it's been pretty reliable, so we're going to go ahead, toss one of those up there and get it connected in with everything else. And then we also have a carousel, which they made an update for. I don't think it was this last update, but they made an update here relatively recently that instead of the carousel being this same fenced-in area like it used to be, it looks something like this. And they actually enter from the second floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to sink it into the ground, and they're going to have to duck under it whenever they go through this path, but they will walk right through there and get everything hooked up. We're always a bit low on punch cards, which should be helping our bots move a little bit faster. Plus, I don't think we're currently producing books anywhere, so it's time to get a couple more printing presses in here. I think the best way to do that will be to go ahead, get in dynamite. We will go temporarily around the dynamite. There we go. Those can go there. We'll get those three in, which will let us go underneath the road with the power, and then we'll hook up some more printing presses, but we'll check back on that in just a minute. One of the questions I had to figure out was how am I going to get power to these and to these over here? Now, we've got the mods that, well, they'll let us take the power in almost any direction, but we still have to figure out the path there. So what I think I'm going to do here is we're going to come out from this point right here. I'm going to go ahead and take this out temporarily, and they'll have to go all the way down and around, but that's okay. They'll get that. Let's grab a ladder here. It doesn't make a lot of sense why that's there anyway. We are going to get in one platform. There we go. One right there. And then I want a set of platforms right here to match to this. And then we'll simply use one of those nice bridges here. How long is that? Nope, that is too long. Let's try, is that one too short? Do I already have the right one? Well, I already have the right one. We will do that, and then we will come across the top here. Let's grab these. We're just going to come straight over here. Use our universal down here at the bottom. Come all the way up. There we go. One more. And we will plug in right there. Do that. Oops. Somehow I missed that one. There we go. Now we just have to come out and around, which that'll go there. And then we'll come all the way down to, let's say, right here. And toss in, let's toss in a turn. There we go. And now we toss in, let's see, there's our universal. There we go. Verticals. And I can take one here, get everything hooked in. That should power these two, which will power this here. And honestly, I think I would like a little extra water right there. But we're going to come out and let's see, there's power. We need to turn. Nope, we need to turn. There we go. Turn there. And it needs to go on the side, doesn't it? So that needs to be out one and then turn. There we go. And then here, we're just going to do the easy way. Do that. 1, 2. Do this. There we go. And now we just need that, and then this. That should be fine. Let's get this in here. And then it just has to come up and over this way. And unfortunately, the bridge is only a single direction, so we'll just do this again. Say power. This here. One turn right into this. There we go. They should... Oops, they'll need this. We'll pause that one just in case. And then we'll figure out how to get all the scaffolding and such in there in just a minute. Our Ferris wheel is in, and it's got a little popularity so far. Maybe not enough beavers know it's there. But over here, we can definitely detonate this out, and then we're going to put in that nice Ferris wheel here. Yep. And we'll have to temporarily, just temporarily, I got to go all the way down with that again. There we go. Take out this one. We'll put in power. We'll put in this three-way connector. There we go. We'll say that that's high priority. And we'll take a look at that after they get that in there. It's definitely time to try and figure out how to get people down here. And I think we're just going to go with the easiest way to do it and just put in some ladders here. They can come through, fix what they need to fix. We'll put some ladders over here so they can get in there. And we'll take a path around. There we go. Straight down through there. All the way over. Same thing over here. And hopefully that lets them build over here. Now as for this, we'll probably just do the same thing. Easiest path possible. Down here. And then we will put a ladder up here. Get in some of the too high platforms so they always have something to build off of. Toss in paths that should cover everything. And there we go. Is that connected to anything? I don't know that that's honestly connected. Yeah, that's connected. No, it's not connected. Well, I thought it was connected, but I guess not. So we will have to connect that in there for just a minute. A long way around, but let's put in a bridge. There we go. So we'll let them work on that, and we'll come back and check on that. Oh, I've been considering how to get the water out of there and back into here. I think the simplest way might actually be the best. So what I'm going to do is we're going to remove this. There we go. I'm going to remove these two. Actually, I need a 2 there. In fact, I can put a 3 there because we're going to go down to the bottom of the map on that one. Just the same as we will probably be going to the bottom of the map for these here. Actually, no, I don't need to the... Yeah, let's do to the bottom of the map. I have a feeling if I don't, I will regret it later. So we'll take all of those out and let them fill those in. Now, they've got quite a bit of work done here already, but let's go ahead and give them some scaffolding to get some of the other work done. We'll grab... Here's our ladders. There we go. Come around here. Up they go. Same thing. Put in the 2s. There we go. And that'll get them around to here. Let's grab side platforms. Yeah, those are pretty cheap. We'll put you in there. Yep. 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 There we go. Those are in. And we'll temporarily put you in there so they can get more stuff done. And then hopefully that gives them the ability to go all the way around the edge here, or at least a good portion of it. There's part of it. We'll connect all of the path in here. There we go. and we'll let them continue working on that. Dynamite over here is in, so let's go ahead and take that out. We'll do universal on both sides here. Universal, universal. One in there. And then once that's in, we'll put our paper factory back. And then we can start working on some of the stuff that's going to go in here. Probably more printing presses, probably a paper mill or two, and since they need planks, probably lumber mills as well. They've got all the dynamite in here, so we're going to do a bit of synchronized dynamite. There we go. That should backfill there. We'll figure out a way to get it up there eventually, or we'll just leave it. I'm not too worried about it. Here, I can put in another 3, because we're not going to need that. And actually, we don't need these either. They can go around. We'll do 3s there. This is the main concern, because it connects in a lot of those. So we'll remove that, and we'll say that this is the most important. I probably could have waited, but why wait, right? As long as you've got stuff going on, you might as well get it done. Over here, they've got our power structures in, so let's just put that across the road there. And we'll say that that's also very important, so they can get that in. Once they get that in, we'll start on the industry that should fill out the rest of this section here. I realized something else that I forgot to do. I wanted to take this canal all the way around. It's going to cause a couple of problems here and there, but it should be okay. So we'll, you know what, we'll wait until we've got some of that other stuff built up before we come and do that. We'll make sure we do that before the end. They finally got our path back in over here, so let's go ahead and do that. And we are going to put in, there's our printing press. Let's get a couple of those in there. 2, 3. Let's do 3. And then we'll grab a couple more. Maybe, let's see, can I fit them in like this? If I go 1, 2, I can probably take something and come around the edge here. There we go. We'll just do this. That connects you in there. And then finally, we're going to do lumber mills. At least a couple more of these. We'll do 4. That should be fine. And they will hopefully... Did I switch that over? Yeah. Hopefully all be ran by bots. I had them drop another dynamite down here because we're going to remove everything down to the bottom. Hopefully. Let's see. Is that still... Nope. That is height 0. So we're actually going to drop in. Let's see if we can find... There it is. Oh, no. Actually, that was the one I wanted. Let's go with the biggest floodgate we can possibly get. Oh, I got to get that out of there. There we go. Fits right in there perfectly. Just almost like I planned it. There we go. And we'll put a ladder in here. Found out just recently that you can just build right across the top of these. Like so. And then the beavers just have a path right across there. And then they can go on and... Did I miss a road there somehow? I'm not sure I missed that. But they should be able to get the rest of this. And then we'll worry about dynamiting out the bottom here. They've got the first set of these up. So let's go ahead and say demolish all of these right here. I can also get rid of this. Now, theoretically, this will pump water over here, which will eventually pump the water out this side. Let's pause this until this one gets in at least. And then we'll do the same thing up here, make sure that they can get to that, although they could probably walk around the far other side, but we're not going to take a risk on that. Actually, they can't even get to that one. So we should pause this one so they can build this one first. There we go. Well, we'll get there eventually, but our first step is done. As soon as they get this in, we could pump a little bit of water over there, but there wouldn't be much point to that, so we'll just wait. Noticing most of my assemblers are low on limbs, Limbs are just always the one that lags behind, so we're going to toss an extra assembler just back here. Let's see if we can... No, I don't want the path. I want... There we go. We'll get that in there. Do something like this. Let's get one more factory back here. Something like that. We don't really need that. And we'll set this solely to limbs. And hopefully that will supply the extra limbs that all of these makers need. While they work on getting around the top of this, we're going to go ahead and have them work on getting to the bottom of the map over here. So we're going to say when they can, we'll toss in some large dynamite here. There we go. We'll just do that many for now. I think that will get them to the bottom of the map. If not, we'll come back. Well, looks like they like the dynamite a lot more than building the walls, so we can go ahead and take out all of this. Still satisfying. And it looks like we've got a 1 height left, so we'll have to put in some more dynamite here. Let's, however, remove this path. There we go. There's the path. Remove. Yep. And down we go here. They can come along there. And then we'll put a ladder in and see if they can... In fact, I'll just go ahead and tell them to build that ladder right now. There we go. And then they should be able to get... Oops. I just need the ones. There we go. They should be able to get to all of these. And then we can blow that last one up from the side. We've moved forward a little bit, and a little more of the reservoir is in. We still don't have enough to save all of the water, but we've got a couple of large compartments here all done. So I'm hoping if we fill this back up, we'll lose a little bit over the edge here, but we're already losing stuff off the side of the map, so I'm not that worried about it. But maybe, yeah, see, that'll come over here, and that'll get saved up, and eventually we will be able to put all our dynamite down here, and we'll get this all done. But so far, it's looking pretty good. Let's see if we can get that out of there. Maybe that will help force it over to the other side. Yeah, there we go. We'll let that fill. They've got about a day and a half left on the drought. We've lost some of the water off the map on this side, but I have tested this, and as you can see, there's a little water up here, so this should work for the time being. We'll just have to wait until all the parts are in. Well, as you can see, we've done a little work. We've got our dynamite done in at least this section. We'll still have to remove this long road. We got our 2 pumps up here, and they are working. However, we're spilling some water out the sides, so I'm going to pause these for just a second. And we're going to come back in and try and shore up this hole just a bit. Since the outlets are this high... Oops, I'm going to pause you too. Thought I had you paused. We're going to make sure that this right here is the same way. So let's put you... We'll put one right there. There we go. And then here, we're actually going to have to take these out for a second. And let's get in... I believe that's under power. Here it is. Here it are. Whatever. Close enough. We'll get all of those in. And that should let us hold in the water, because the water will stop at this particular height right here, and then it can be pumped up to the higher levels. This should carry the power around. I did put in some filler dirt here. Originally it was just to make it look nice, but I guess it ended up serving a purpose to get over to this levee over here. So we'll just let that go. They're getting farther and farther in there. And look at that. They've already got that one in. Let's get you out of there. Let's get that one out of there. And then we're going to remove... Oops. Remove these. There we go. And we're going to remove some of this here. Actually, we'll remove all of it. We'll remove that much. And we'll put in... let's try that many. I could count out the spaces, but that's okay. We'll do that, and then we'll come back and do this whole next row as well. Over here in the reservoir that goes around the city, I have been detonating out some dynamite to expand that out just a little bit. And that should be good there. We'll take out these, get maybe this layer, and then I'm just going to fill in these right here. So we'll just do this, take these out. Yep, remove all those. Yep. And let's get just a little bit more in there. And that should finish off that section. All right, that's back in here. So let's turn these back on. We'll get these pumping. And then this should work on filling all of this. It might lower this a little bit, but we'll get some in here. And eventually all of this will be cleared out. But we will eventually also need a way to get this back into this. But we'll work on that in just a bit. I figured out what I want to do. I am going to try and get a pump that comes all the way to the bottom of this and that pumps it up and over here and back into here, so we never have to worry about either of the reservoirs running out of water. We just have to worry about them overfilling. So what we're going to do, we're going to come through here. I'm going to take this out of there for now. There we go. We're going to add one piece of land here. There we go. And we're going to add a couple pieces of land here. We're going to move the path over here. I'm going to take one more, go here. And then we are going to dynamite around here. And that will give us a path back in. We'll actually have to dynamite there too. So we'll take care of that whenever they get all of this done. In fact, they've got that part. So there we go. All right, they're getting those in. They're getting these in. So we should come over here and try and figure out... Oh, let's detonate you. And we'll put one more here while we're looking at it. There we go. And we'll worry about that in a minute. We want a pipe to come across here. But I don't think the underground pipes are going to work there. We're going to try one of the regular ones. So what I want to do is, let's see if we can get maybe just a little bit of room in here. We'll do this, this, these here. Got this and this. Finally, we'll put this up here. And then let's get... Where is water? There we go. One fluid pump. That can go there. And we will put in our landscaping around here. And I think... Let's see, is that lined up? That is lined up. So, detonate you out. And we will put in... Let's see. Actually, let's pause you so you can hopefully get everything else in there. Now, to go up here, we're going to have to do something probably like this. Do 3 there. There we go. This will all go up here. You go there and there. Let's grab another one of you. And then one more time so that we're at the very bottom. I'm hoping we never need to activate this pump, but just in case. There we go. That's in there. Now, oh, you know what? No, I'm going to need I'm going to want the pump right there probably. So let's actually, we'll have to take you out of there, unfortunately. Put you in here. And then it's going to come across here, go right through here, and right through there as well. We'll let them work on that for just a minute and figure out what it is we need to do after that. We've got some dynamite to take out over here. So let's go ahead and get in. Ladder. Hopefully that works. We'll find out. Yeah, it works. Come down this way. Get in the final dynamite here. Is that reachable? Nope. Probably not reachable because that's not built yet. So we'll just leave it at that, and we'll see how they do from there. Over here, we've got this back in, so we can go ahead and connect the power back. I want to go ahead, put in a 3 here. Oh, there's our dynamite. At least one of the dynamite. There we go. And we will put in power lines. There's our power lines here. And we'll put in power lines up to there. Although I don't know if we'll be able to quite get to all of those. Yeah, they can come down and through here. Because the water is going to come through here and out and into this, hopefully, without spilling out in too many other places. And that's in there, so now I'm going to detonate this out. Hopefully no beaver tries to cross it just as I hit the detonate button. Nope, there you go. All right, let's get straight pipes in here. Maybe a 5? Is that? Nope, let's try the 10. That. We'll put you in there like that. Although I need 1 bit of ground there. In fact, I could probably use a couple here. I thought that would be too tall, but I guess not. Let's see, how's that going? It goes right across there and through there. That's kind of what we want, isn't it? Let's see. If I put you in... Okay, why do you not want to go in there? Is there a road or something that's in the way? Not that I can see. Oh, you are slightly different heights. Okay, well... That is definitely not what it looks like, but... that would seem to be the case. If I... Let me make sure that's right. Yep, it's floating 1 above there. Well, I could go down 1 more on each of those. Let's try that and see what happens. We'll remove 1 more. We'll remove 1 there. And then these 2 don't need to be there. Once that's in there, let me see. Let's see, that will go down into here. We can put another block right there. I will need a whole nother set of blocks, though, right here. I think to hold that water in. There we go. Well, we'll check back on that again in just a minute. Here we go. Now we're all set up there. So it should flow right out into here and back into the main once that's built. Can I actually build something over that pipe? I can. But we can restore that path. I didn't think we'd be able to do that by the end. I will, however, need to change this because we're going to power it from this end. So let's change you to a turn there and say that is super important. And then we'll figure out how to get all of these built because we're definitely going to need this setup for it. While we wait for the dam over there to get built, we're going to come around here. We've got a couple of dynamite, and we're going to take this canal that we were originally building and come all the way over here so that we can get rid of this fluid dump. Not that we need to, but at this point, it's just a nice project. We started it, we might as well finish it. So we're going to come all the way through here. Yep. And we're going to come through here. Yep. And let's see how much of this dynamite we can actually put in. We'll put in these. We'll let them come around. I could probably also do some of this side as well. Let's go ahead and do that. But if we're going to do that, that cuts them off from their water source. So we'll wait for this side to be through. Then we'll blow up the one that's under this, rebuild all the ladders, and then we'll blow up this and continue on our way. Well, there is this part done. So let's go ahead, temporarily disable all of our water here. I'm sure that's going to make our beavers super happy. We're going to say that's high priority so they can get that dynamite in there, and then we'll just quickly rebuild the ladders so they can get back to all of this water here that they have. If somebody would come over here and just put one dynamite. Anybody? No? Okay, well, we will check back on that in a minute then. Over here, the dynamite's pretty much done. There we go. Let's take out this last one. We'll toss you in. And then, as you can see, I put in a couple of bridges here so they could put in a lot of these. They're still working on this. It looks like they've got a couple of gears to go here. But I don't need this one anymore. So we'll do this and then this. And we'll put in the last one here. Now, to get these powers, I had either a really good idea or a really bad idea. I will leave it to all of you to figure that out. But what I'm going to do is we're going to remove this section right here. There we go. Yep. We're going to put in at least a couple dynamite here, and then we're going to start making holes in our dam. Now, normally that would be a good or a bad idea. However, in this case, we're going to try and keep it pretty simple, and what we're going to do is build holes down to this, bring power down to it through that, bring power down to it through that, and then hopefully that works. They finally got our dynamite in over here, so let's go ahead, put this in. There we go, and I will mark that as important. Let's go ahead, get our ladders in here, or attempt to get our ladders in here. Do you not want to build a ladder? Oh, it's because there's a thing right there. That's fine. There we go. All the way up, please. To at least there. That's all. You know what? Let's go ahead and just put some up there anyway. And we'll say all of these are the most high priority of all. So they get their water back. And then once they're there, we'll come back and take a look at that. They got our 2 dynamite in here, so let's go ahead and get those out of there. We'll start with this here. We'll get one place where the dam is going to have to come up and over. However, we're also going to need to knock out a couple more here. Now, how far down am I going to have to go there? This I don't need anymore, so we can take those out. Take those. That's all done. Let's just get rid of all of this. There we go. So here, what are we at? 1, 2. We need a 3 there. And then we need 1, 2 more 1s. And then we need at least 1 3 there. And then we'll look again in a second. We have our dynamite in. And as soon as the beavers are off of it, there we go. We'll do that. Let's put these in here. You can connect in there. And then it looks like we're going to need, what, 3 more? Okay, well, that seemed to work out well. So We'll put that in there and then take the power down this way, and hopefully that powers everything properly. I went ahead and took out the water dump here, and it looks like I can probably go ahead and just take out this road here in preparation for the water coming through there. They are almost done with this ladder. They got 3 ladders left, but that should get them good to go on this. And then once this is all out of here, these last 3, I can get rid of these and blow that last portion up. And then this should be fed as the same thing as this is. There we go. The last of the ladders are in. So let's go ahead, get out those. There you go. Out you go. Out you go. We'll get that in there. And then we can connect in those. So that should be always full. Up here, I've been looking at this, and I think we're going to put... Let's get... Where's our rooftop terraces? We're going to get 2 terraces. So any beavers that want to come up here can really look out and see everything. We'll put in... How about... what kind of decoration do we want up here? Let's put in a light. There we go. And they can really come up here and enjoy everything. I'm going to go through and connect this over here because, just in case we should need to get over this, but I was looking and I don't think that we need a lot of these blocks in here. Originally, I think it was set up because it was a direct route for our bad water, but we don't really need that anymore. So let's at least take off this top layer, maybe get a little more water storage in there. Couldn't hurt, right? We're going to remove that, and we'll remove all of these here down to, you know what, I'll just do this all at once. Maybe that'll be a little faster. Yep. And there's not really a reason to have that layer. Yep. In fact, these can probably all go. Oops, not that one. Just those. Just those. That can definitely go. And that, well, that saves at least a little bit of extra water for us. Do we want to send somebody down there to clean it up? We probably could. Let's send... Oh, there's our next wet season. Let's just put something, oh, say here. And they can come down and clean this up at their leisure. If they never clean it up, well, that's fine too. And there we go. Our return valve is up and operating. Coming out here, it's going back in over here. We could probably raise this up. Let's put her at a 9.5. Hopefully we'll get some of that filled. This is all filling up and it's all coming back over to here. So now the water can come out here, go around, come back in here, be stored here, and then eventually make it back to over here. So I think with that, that completes everything. That's kind of a strange system, but you know what? This whole map was just kind of an odd way of doing everything. Maybe a bit of a showcase on what mods can and can't do. So tell me in the comments if seeing this made you want to experiment a little bit with mods, or you just thought these were dumb ideas. It could be both, but for now, we're going to call it quits. As always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. I managed to make it to 500 subscribers, so thank you, everybody that's subscribed. And if you're new here, I will keep putting these out, so definitely subscribe. But just want to say, as always, thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!